Greetings, friends, and welcome back. I know I have taken the last few days off streaming. A lot's happened in my personal life. So, we're going to jump right back into it with a good old-fashioned game of D&D. And to kick us off, who would like to do our recap from last session?
Fair enough. Anybody else have anything they want to add, subtract, edit? Perfect. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, so Salty, you can take the free reroll for this recap. Yeah. You can use it once for any roll tonight. It doesn't have to be a d20 roll. It can be damage, whatever you want it to be. But you do have inspiration at this point in time. Absolutely. So, after the execution of Baron Hamill, the county of County Hamill, or Hamill County, is rebranded. Actually, that's the thing. The new Count Cornwall, does not know what he wants to name said county or the town itself. Hamilshire is not a bad name, but we need to remove the distasteful out of. Indeed. So, Count Cornwall, Knight Julius, his two personal guards, a handful of guards, and yourselves are brought into a nice meeting area that you don't remember budgeting for. But there's a really nice meeting area now in the castle. You're all brought across this stone table and sat down as Count Cornwall speaks about renaming the town, renaming the county, and bringing glory to this region. He wants to know what your plans are, what we can do to help, and if there's anything he specifically can do to help. Welcome to the meeting table. It would be the county seat. Right. So the capital of the kingdom would be the city of Celeste, which is where the king resides, as well as many high-level noblemen reside in the capital. There are, at the moment, here. Let's just go to the whole kingdom map real quick. Currently, this is the kingdom. You correct. So at the moment, there are 3 counties in the kingdom of Celeste, minus you guys. Including you, there would be 4. You guys are the 4th county in the realm. Not yet. I mean, you guys are where Linexia's token is. I just didn't draw in the water details. I probably should start doing that in my zoomed out maps. I can fix that. Yeah, if you must know, the river that you guys are seeing actually comes across all the way through here and empties out into here, as there is a waterway that crosses all the way through here and feeds out to the ocean. And then this would be like your little lake area that you guys have. So, any ideas? Personally, in the count holds up for this town name, I was either thinking Riverloft or River Scorn, as this river is going to be a great source of travel for trade. It's not far from the capital city of Cologne. If we just travel the river northwards, we could easily set up a quick trade route. Lakeport, I like that. I do like Lakeport. That's probably my favorite so far. You could, absolutely. We do not have a name for said lake at the moment. Glorb, you tend to enjoy the lake more than the rest. Would you like to name said lake? I've just seen you go in the lake more often than any of the other tokens. We could call it Hope River. That's not a bad idea for the river name. This is fair. Trauma Lake. All right. So, if we can take your time on the lake name, what about the county? Sure. Correct. Yes. Indeed. So, Rivera's not bad. Rivera County? So, what are we thinking? Okay. I don't know why I can't find my my multi-chat again. For some reason, it's no longer here. I just realized I can't see any of the other chats. I can only see Twitch chat. Not trying to. Hammers on. Yeah, we actually do have a Riverdale, Rivendell. And then we also have a Valenwood. Valenwood is one of the main cities in the Gilby Hills. It was one of the first cities I ever wrote about when I was creating this world. Oh, I'm sorry. You've never seen the world map, have you? I don't know if I have. I don't even think I have the world map in this campaign yet. Hold on, let me pull it up. That's true. That's right. That's why I haven't added it in. Let me show you the previous. Actually, hold on. Let me just see how bad the difference is. No, this will work. This is an unlabeled, labeled map. We can go over real quick. Let me. No. No. This is technically a new one to you guys as well. I've made a few changes, but nothing drastic or that you should notice. If it wants to upload. is this not working? I don't know where the heck my multi-chat even went. I mean, I've taken a few days off of streaming, but I didn't forget how to do it. No, that's no problem. I just got it. Okay, there we go. What did just happen? Okay, cool. When he gets back, this is what you guys will see. Yes? No, it did. That's Horseshoe River. Yeah. Correct. So, this is the world map of Salty. The place we were just talking about is this continent right here. This is Ozamel. Valenwood is the center continent here. Rivendell is the one over here. And then where we are is currently on this continent over here, separated from the entire world by these magical currents that you see flowing through here, which cannot be crossed via boat. Oh, I found my multi-chat. Indeed. Yeah. I join here. Magical currents that must not be crossed, dude. That's why you don't go in the shallow end of the pool where they are giving swimming lessons. Thanks, John. Welcome. Good to see you back in chat. Sorry I've taken the last couple of days off. But yes, so we're talking about my D&D world. This is Hunarub. The magical currents are the light blue that you see here. They separate the continent we're on from the rest of the world. But yeah, so Salty, yeah, you'll definitely get used to the world you're in now. this campaign is definitely slow burning you to introduction of the world, but at the moment, oh, good, okay. Indeed. This is your world at the moment. This is all your countrymen have ever known. Airships haven't been around in thousands of years. Uh, it's it's not the same as 3,000 years ago from when these players were here last. In fact, lots have changed. Almost gotten more primitive, as it seems. Yep, nope. No more airships. No more mechs. No more gods, actually. I mean, gods have left the world for about 3,000 years now, and they have another 1,000 before they can return. Fair. That is fair. That is fair. The mech was definitely a one-off thing. Anyways, probably, yeah. So, so we have the town of Lakeport. The river's name is Hope. The county's name is Greenville. No, we have not. Yes. That is true. You're not really a wedge fort. Hope's Crossing is not bad, but is that a cat? Uh, John, you don't want to. You don't want to know. That is so bad because if I have 3 games downloaded, this computer only has 500 gigabytes of storage. That's why it's full right now. I need to upgrade my storage. Uh, he was making fun of my storage. That's why I had to call him out. Anyways, sorry about that. So, Wedgefort, or not Wedgefort, Border Crossing, not terrible for a county name. Any other ideas? Oh, Hope's Crossing. That is very true. Hope's Crossing is good. I like that. The new county is Hope's Crossing. The city is Lakeport. Our river is Hope. And Glorb, you'll come up with the lake's name at a future time. Indeed. So, I think that wraps up this meeting today. I really appreciate you and your input. Our new county will grow and prosper with us all. I, Count Cornwall, do hope that Hope's Crossing will be known in this region for the next 1,000 years until the gods return. Indeed. That's fair. So, if you guys have nothing else for us, I don't have a job for you at the moment. You guys are free to have the rest of the day to enjoy yourselves and uh, hopefully get your bearings on what is to come in the future. I really appreciate every single one of you for coming in. This meeting is adjourned. Indeed. So, you guys could go exploring in the cave that you freed that guy from. You could go explore somewhere else. You haven't been further east yet, past those caves, so you could go there. You could trek further into the desert, into the tundra. You could kill some nobles. There's a whole mess of things you could do. What are you two doing in here? How did you get in? Get out. Get out. You do currently have. Hold up. How many artisans are left that can build boats? Uh, no, there is no more craftsmen left. Nope. There's correct. There is 2 carpenters. Yeah. Yeah, they would easily be able to fell some logs and hollow them out for hollow log canoes, like real old school. We're talking like medieval time or medieval. We're talking like maybe 400. Yeah, like where they just take a giant tree and they just hollow it out to float down. Yes. I don't know what time period that would be, but like early. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, you guys could easily put together something like that. Dang it, John. I forget that you guys can't see my chat, so I'm just going to screenshot this and throw it into the Discord because this guy's actually funny. This is like my main viewer. His name's John. He's great. Anyways. So, we definitely can hollow out some logs to make some boats. It would take a couple of days to do that, but it is doable. And it's something that you guys wouldn't necessarily have to do yourselves, as you guys do have 2 carpenters back in the village that would be able to help. Correct. And that's going to be your safest direction to go, because if it's still within the jungles, you're not going to be in. Indeed. Indeed. Clum. Uh, Unfortunately, John, we don't have access to that kind of magic at the moment. Um, he's also a pyromancer, so definitely not going to be ice. So, you guys can definitely head east while you guys. Where did I put that village? There it is. Okay, cool. Nearby Hamilshire. Okay, so yeah, nearby Hamilshire. Heading east. Just past the caves, you actually don't even need to make a roll. Because you will end up coming to a clearing, and inside this clearing, you find a very interesting set of buildings. The town itself sits right on the edge of the tundra, dense jungle all around, and then there's just this open clearing with red ruby roofs. You guys would be coming in from the east, so somewhere on the eastern side. Or west. Yes, sorry. Yes. West. Like 3, maybe 4 hours max. Oh, why did that... Oh my...
Of probably probably more along the lines of a ether wouldn't exist. So that analogy wouldn't make any sense.
Think it's a bit better?
Neither would Christmas. Balls. I can't use Santa or the Easter Bunny.
I screwed up majorly, guys. For the last 43 minutes, I've had you guys muted on stream.
Oh no! Oh, and nobody said anything?
No, John, you didn't even call me out.
Womp.
Chat, where you at?
God damn it, chat. One job.
Honestly, 43 minutes, that's on chat at this point. That ain't your fault, chat.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Well, it's corrected now, so...
So you've just been going schizophrenic in front of chat.
Absolutely, 100%. They might have thought this was a D&D prep. Who knows? Anyways, I apologize for that. John, you've had to deal with my voice alone for the last 43 minutes, and nobody let me know. So, it's fixed now. And apparently, I do not have very many elf tokens. But this is... everybody you see here is an elf.
My people! No, not my people. They probably would not welcome me. But
that guy.
Could this possibly be where the brain work, the village that the elven lady belonged to?
It is absolutely possible. Go to make me a perception check.
Ooh. Where's my thing? Here's my thing.
Does this sound any louder?
Much.
Yes. Much.
Okay. Great. Thanks.
22.
Actually, as soon as you walk into the village, you peek around this... Oh, do I not have my pings open? There they go. You peek right around this building here, peek right around this building here, and you get clear line of sight of her standing right here.
Oh. Well, I guess we've found another place to possibly trade with and friends to ally with. Although, you scratch my head and lean over to Globe. What's the bet that if the king finds out, he'll demand colonization?
I don't know, but the king's not here, so...
Yes.
I say we make a good first impression?
I say yes. I definitely want them as friends and allies. I say we make a good first impression. It's just a matter of I don't know how much the king is going to be like, this is my territory, I've pissed on it, it's mine now. We'll deal with it, we'll talk to the count and we'll deal with the count. I just kind of hope later down the line the king doesn't go, bow to me, savages. I just really hope that is not the case.
As do most of the citizens that are currently in Lakeport. So, as you approach the city, or town, if you guys don't say or do anything, this purple-cloaked elf will come up to you. Is the portal open? And you'll hear a shout from behind. Yeah, we're on the mortal plane at the moment. Calm down. Okay, we got visitors.
Ooh. You come and go from the Feywild? Interesting.
Oh. Yeah. Wait. How did you know that?
Well, you asked if the portal was open. You are elves like me. I know our people came from the Feywild originally. I know some of our people still live in the Feywild.
Oh, apologies. I saw your companions, didn't even notice an elf was with you. I assumed you were one of us. Okay. What brings you guys to our village? Not that it's here most of the time?
Mainly just exploring. We set a settlement up not far to the west of here. And then we've actually bumped into an individual that lives here, but I'm kind of just going to point at the woman we interacted with. We made a trade with her for some raw materials in exchange for some food further back.
Oh.
We didn't expect your village to be here, although now hearing that you come and go from the Feywild, it would explain why no one has bumped into you before or made trade, consistent trade with you in this kingdom anyway.
Well, this is our tether port. This is where we will always appear when we're on the mortal plane. But if you've met one of us before, do you happen to remember their name?
Yeah. Wasn't she really like druidic and a naturey?
I mean, she's right there. I can see her. I cannot remember the name. I did not write it down.
Search the depths of my memory here. Was a 14 get me? Intelligence check.
Well, considering I also apparently did not write her name down.
I think technically we interacted with her for a bit. We made friendly introductions, and then technically Julius negotiated with her mainly.
That is true.
But she does know who we are. We did meet. Technically, she met me in Globe. She has no fucking idea who Scoops is.
I've never been here.
No. Well, not here. We met that elven lady on, like, our first day of traveling. She was just stood by a stone archway, examining it for residuum and whatnot.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and say her name is Tamara. She's an elf artificer. It is now written in my notes.
Cool.
Alright. So, oh, Tamara, yes. She's actually right behind me. Oh, T, get over here. And she comes over. Oh, it's you guys. I haven't seen you guys in a few weeks, months. It's been some time.
I think it's since we set out, it's been just about 2 months. We took like 3 weeks traveling to get there, and we set the place up, and then expanded a bit. I think it's been just about, 2.5-ish months, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Oh, it's good to see you. How did you find our village?
We actually set up the village that we were traveling to go set up. We set it up just a couple of hours west of here. We had no idea you were here.
That makes total sense. Scouting the area and happened to find us. Well, we're not here often. However, if we ever are here, feel free to stop by. If we're not, feel free to come through the portal. And she tosses you like a purplish colored gem. It looks just like the ruby tiles that are on their roofs.
How will that just create a
Beautiful.
portal? That's kind of terrifying.
Well, if you look on the bright side, Glob,
It's
it
technically...
will allow us to...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, my best guess is they have a portal here, and this is a key to get through. And it will take us straight to their settlement. So unlike eating that grass that grows in those rocks, we won't just randomly be popped into the Feywild. We would actually appear in a safe location within the Feywild.
Still a little nervous about the idea of going through a portal, you know, that's,
Technically...
I don't know.
Technically, the houses themselves are the portals, so it's more of an instant teleportation once they're activated.
Interesting.
Kind of like being on this firm ground right here.
You don't have to go. I will probably take you up on that offer at some point. I would like to see where our kind came from. I would like to see our ancestral home at some point. I just didn't like the idea of munching on a handful of that fey grass and randomly appearing in a place where fairies could eat my face or fey could trick me into being their eternal servant.
You say things like that, and then you don't understand why I'm hesitant to go to this place.
Yes, but you'd be arriving in a safe location. You'd be arriving within a city where none of that would happen. You'd be arriving in an elven city.
Indeed.
I too would like to see it.
Well, we're not going to be... I mean, we're going to be here for probably 3 or 4 days before we head back all together. We got to make a trip down to the Underdark, gather some supplies, do some trading with the drow. Isn't there a gnomish colony somewhere? No, they were wiped out. There's a few colonies down that we trade with in the Underdark, but, you know.
If you ever need to trade for anything surface-wise, it's only, 2-3 hours to the west of here, directly to the west of here. Yeah, and you would come... The giant lake, in fact, is where we have set up.
We don't have much right now, but, I mean, you know, we could definitely invest in some trade goods or, you know, start crafting things. Is there anything that, you know, your people are in particular need of when y'all swing by?
Well, not really. We mostly trade in enchanted goods. We've been supplying the Underdark for, I don't know, 4,000 years. Underdark's kind of our main supply. We enchant items, trade them there with the drow and the gnomes and Duragar and all sorts of matter of people.
Oh, hey, you guys are kind of knowledgeable about this area, right? We, stumbled across this guy a little bit ago. He was,
Yes.
kind of cave. I don't know if he was locked in the cave or if he stumbled up from the Underdark into a cave that was locked, but, the cave was locked by, what were those, hell chains?
They were dwarven forged Dwayne said they were dwarven forged chains that were designed to seal an entrance to the hells. And for
And,
some reason, they were just slapped on a mine.
And this guy was in there. He said that, he was visiting from Eor. Aor? Yeah, Aor.
Yeah.
As
Something
soon
along
as
those
you
lines.
mentioned the word Aor, all of their faces perk straight up.
And he was kind of a weird guy because we helped him out. In essence, we blasted a hole in the side of the cave. Bit of a brute force method to get out because we were stuck in there and we don't want to go through the Underdark because that place is terrifying. And the second he stepped out, a giant beam of pure sunlight encompassed him, and he was like, "Well, guess I gotta go," and just disappeared. It was very strange.
He did give us his name. His name was Frederick Rudolfo.
Do you remember his race?
He was wearing a mask, I think.
Of course. Hold on. Edmondson, get over here. And this guy comes over. What's going on? Frederick Rudolfo. Ring a bell? Wasn't he the drow in charge of bringing back dead gods? Something?
Shit.
Yeah, not sure what happened to him, but... Ooh, I'm echoing in my own ear. That means somebody else's mic. Where's my Discord?
I think it's Salt. I don't know.
Is it me? Or the mic's still quiet?
No, you're actually
apparently loud enough.
Yeah, you're perfect right now. Voice-wise, I just heard myself echoing, and I know that's going to be annoying.
Yeah, it's just occasionally every now and then you can hear an echo from someone. I haven't had Discord open to take a look.
Okay. I don't hear it now though, so I think I'm good. But
no, it comes and goes. But yes, and annoyingly, well, shit. We've already had runs in with them. Well, we ran into the drow doing that once, and we ran into goblins doing their bidding to do that once.
Yeah, we found this drow cult. They had a skull of what was that long dead god that they said they were trying to bring back?
Lilith.
Yeah, Lilith, Lolth. I don't know, one of those two.
Lolth the spider god? God of spiders?
Her.
May have been. I don't know too much about.
Sounds about right. I don't know. Not particularly
I don't know
religious.
too much about them.
I'm curious about what dead gods people would want to bring back. I know the gods sort of left this area forsaken.
I mean, I know in ancient times there was a big war, gods were killed, and then they got told that they can't be here anymore, and they haven't come back.
From what little I understand, mortals or something happened on the plane that made the gods go, right, we can't not interfere now. They interfered, sorted it out, and then went, right, you're going in timeout, and we're not interacting with you for 3,000 years, or 4,000, or however many. They basically put us in timeout and haven't talked to this realm since. My best guess is she's this Lolth, Lilith, Lich, Lal, whatever her name is a god that died during that calamity war or whatever, and has been and her followers, due to them being drow, living a long time, pass stories on and whatnot, and are like, oh god, we must revive her. From what little I understand of her, apparently she's quite evil.
Indeed. So, after you guys have that conversation, the elves kind of have their brief conversation about Frederick Rudolfo, and they speak as if this actually happened like 500-600 years ago. Like, this is all still relatively fresh in elven minds.
Well, time does move differently in the Feywild, and we are a race of some individual elves, or some races of elves, are basically ageless. Being in the Feywild also helps that drastically, because time moves differently there, so I can understand why it would be fresh in their minds.
Indeed. Not Lilith, John. Lolth. Lolth. Or Loth?
Loth.
Loth.
Lo. No, lolf.
I thought it was
Lolth.
LOLTH.
Yeah,
LOLTH.
Lolth. Yep, the Spider
So
Queen.
the Spider Queen. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
From all the lore.
She fucking did.
Yes, she has been killed, what, twice now? Because
I don't remember the first time. I just remember the
well, she had to have been
time
dead.
we did it.
She had to have been dead when you first saw her in the Evil campaign, because of she was trapped with Absalon and Grimish in the black void that Horus was pulled into, and those were all dead gods at that point in time.
That was before me.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Orb is the only one that might remember.
Yeah. So, technically, she's been killed twice in my campaigns and brought back both times. Well, at least one time she's been brought back. We don't know if she's going to be able to get brought back this time, but it does seem like that is the way things are going.
If Kolhar's still alive, he is waging a war.
Indeed. So, anything else you want to say to these elves? Any questions you want to ask?
Nothing I can think of other than
What all do you know about this area, since you appear every now and then? Anything we should be, like, hey, stay away from this area. This area is pretty nice to be in.
other than the rock nest. We know not to go near the rock nest.
Yeah,
That was terrifying.
The rock nest is definitely something to be weary of. There's also, not far from your guys' encampment, there are some natural magic traps that you might want to be weary of, such as the Broomstone Pond, the ruins with the giant snowman.
Came across that on our way here.
Yeah, there is a couple of caves with portals in them. Then there's
Came across one of them.
there's another summoning circle that's just out on a big stone slab. Has some dried blood on it. The usual stuff.
Yeah, we avoided that.
Yeah.
We saw that and decided, no, avoid.
I think that's pretty much about it. Everything else is all creature related, and I mean, we can pretty much handle anything that comes our way. I don't know about you.
More or less.
We've been hanging on.
Alright. I mean, if you've made it this far, you gotta be okay.
I mean, yeah, I definitely feel like I've gotten better. I definitely feel more capable than I did when at the beginning of this journey. Do you go up?
I mean, yeah, no, definitely. I feel stronger than I did when we were traveling down here.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I don't want to say more powerful, but I don't know.
come a long way from taking the trains.
I don't know. I'm not gonna try to think that I'm, a lot stronger than I used to be, because whenever you get those thoughts, something comes by and just
Oh yes,
humbles you.
pride cometh before the
And
fall.
I don't know. Just remembering Leo surviving that lake of acid and then being like, I'm unkillable, and then just dying horribly.
Sounds terrifying.
It was some
Well-
of the reasons why I spend so much time at the lake.
You'd think after seeing Leo barely survive a lake of acid, you'd be traumatized by lakes.
Yeah, that's a lake of water, though, not a bubbling lake of acid.
Eh,
I
fair
can
enough.
see life in the water. There was no life in the acid. It was just a giant pool of death.
It was very vibrant green. I will give you that.
It was indeed.
Very green.
But yeah, natural ore, magical ore chunks are gonna be a great revenue source out here if you have a good miner. Otherwise, that's really all this continent is used for, is mining anymore. At least for us non-terrestrials.
Fair enough.
Oh, do y'all know why there's so many openings to the Underdark around here? Seems like we can't go 10 feet without coming across some hole that leads straight to death and misery down there.
I mean, there's really no avoiding the Underdark, let's be honest. It's a huge cavernous place down there, and unfortunately, Y'allhaven has had a lot of destruction over the last 3,000 years, and isn't holding up as well as it used to. So tunnels to the Underdark appear almost daily, and the creatures down there are kind of starving. They don't really have much food, and the ones that are able to grow food are pillaged pretty frequently.
Do we know?
Yeah, but it seems every
what-
tunnel we come across leads straight to the second layer, never the first, never the one with all the nice, peaceful civilizations. Only the
What
second with all the nasty horrors.
There's only 2 layers of the Underdark under this continent. I don't know what you mean by third layer or first layer. The other continents in the world have other layers to their Underdark, but they're very different. The one underneath Azumel has Eldritch Horrors on the third layer, and nobody wants to go down there. Underneath our first layer is the closest thing to habitable, but if you go down to the third layer, it is desolate. Basically abandoned, and those that are down there are either on some substance or up to no good, or hiding out, or yeah, it's just not a good place.
I guess all the stories I heard about must have came from different continents. Or originated from there, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure you're like me and your parents traveled the world long time before having you. That's usually how it goes in our societies, at least those that leave regular elven society to join human civilization or terrestrial civilization.
Wouldn't particularly know.
Oh, do you not know your parents?
No, never knew never knew any parents, really.
Oh, I apologize. It's very rare that elven parents don't cherish their children, so I assumed. I apologize.
It's okay. I heard you are actually very loving parents, so my best guess is something killed them. I do not know how I ended up in, well, human civilization, but I grew up there. Kicked around some farms for a bit, and quite luckily found myself quite handy with horses. That was enough for people to keep me around.
Good. Well, it's good that we get to meet then. I'm happy to call you friend. If you need anything while you're in our village, you just let us know. If you want to do some trading, you're welcome to do so. Around here, there's not much. It's pretty much a safe zone, which is why we stay here next to the tundra. Not many animals come close to the cold waters. They're hardly drinkable, but obviously, if you let them sit out for a little bit, it's fine.
I suppose it makes sense. None of the creatures that are adapted to this environment would want to head towards the colder region, and none of the cold-based creature would wish to head towards the warmer region.
Indeed. So, if you guys need anything, just let us know. We're going to be here for a couple of days, probably no longer.
Okay, thanks.
Well, now we know that is safe over here. We may either trade with them, I guess, or go back and report our findings to the Count and do other useful things. I think, by the sounds of it, they don't particularly need much materials, so I don't think we could really trade for our raw materials. I feel like it'd more be if we came across anything worth gold, we could come back here and trade for or come across an amount of gold, we could come back here and trade for.
Well, honestly,
Guess we could have asked them what they needed.
I did do that.
Yeah,
they
we
said
did.
they don't need it. I even offered like, hey, anything that you're in regular need of, we can try and make. And they're like, nah, we don't need anything that you can make. It's like, oh, okay, I'll go fuck myself then.
I mean, they tried to
Okay.
do it
But-
politely.
They did, but in that same vein though, I mean, I know we're still a small struggling town, but we may want to think about making a very easy to make tradable item, something that could always be in demand. It may be pretty cheap, but
Specialty.
I know we talked about, well, doesn't even need to be specialty yet, just something that we can make that we're already going to use.
Hmm.
I mean, I keep coming back to the idea of bricks, because, I mean, have you ever been in a town that isn't in need of bricks?
Yeah.
And, yeah, we're going to be making them and using them anyway to build stuff. But, and, yeah, they're cheap, but people will always want them. Especially if they're half-decent bricks. A lot of shit bricks out there.
I think we aren't gonna find much luck trading with these people,
No, we're not.
especially
But
since you already asked. But it's not a bad idea to sell bricks. I mean, you're kind of right. Housing is always important.
yeah,
Oh,
I think we should probably begin to head. And you want to do something
yeah,
here?
before we leave, sir, do you know of any other permanent towns or settlements in the area that, we could reasonably walk to? I know you said a gnomish one, but you said it was destroyed. We should probably stay away from that just in case it's inhabited by nasties.
Oh, the gnomish.
I think
I was talking about the Underdark.
Deep yeah.
But
Any
as far as
surface?
As far as surface goes, there's a small farm that's kind of its own town. It's just one family that lives there out in the middle of nowhere, but they've already been claimed by your county, and
Yeah, we met them. Nice family.
when the guards were looking for when the scouts were looking for other neighboring villages, we hid, so we were undetected, which we'd prefer to stay that way if you wouldn't mind.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's fair.
But other than that, there's no other towns nearby, no permanent residences. On the other side of you, however, there is a criminal village where people are kind of on the hideout there. There's a nice trader there that's pretty cool.
Jeb. Met Jeb.
I think we've seen how.
Yeah. Jeb inadvertently saved our lives. We bought some health potions off of him. He literally saved all of our lives.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no.
A couple of a couple of years ago, I helped Jeb escape his hometown. It was a whole big scene. That's actually...
Go
ahead.
That was very kind of you. Jeb is, from what little we have interacted with him, he's a nice individual. He deserves to live a happy and content life. You were helping him. It's a very noble thing to do.
Well,
Because of you, he was able to save us.
indeed, and he fled south and hasn't looked back, and I check in on him and trade with him when I can. Actually, what was it, a couple of weeks ago, we went down to the Underdark together. Had a nice,
Did you help him get those explosive berries?
Of course I did, yeah, that was me.
They also saved us. They were the reason we were able to get out of that mine trapped by those dwarven chains. We blew a hole in the wall. Otherwise, we would have had to go through the Underdark, and we would have been going in blind with only a couple of days worth of, maybe even only a day's worth of rations or so.
My goodness, that is so good to hear. I'm glad that he's making money and he's doing well. If you need anything from my shop, you let me know. I'm down in the Underdark probably twice a month.
It's good to know we have two reliable traders nearby and two towns, but two very upstanding individuals we can come to if we are in ever the need of something more specific, if you will, I guess, due to your traveling natures of the two of you.
Indeed. Well, I'm probably gonna head over deep into the tundra later tonight. If you want to come with, I'm gonna try to make it to Natsu. I doubt I'll make it there tonight, but we could probably get there by tomorrow if you wanted to go with me.
That doesn't sound too bad. And we would sure feel safer with an extra person around. It's just been us, mostly. We know, because we had help from that one guy that I don't remember his name. Briefly, with like that hand axe or something last session.
Dwayne, yes. We had help from Dwayne. Dwayne Dwarf Johnson.
Dwayne the Dwarf Johnson, yeah, okay.
Indeed.
Yes.
Putting
Who
that in
would
my
be our
notes.
go-to if we needed anyone? If we needed anything specifically made, any special craftsmanship, blacksmithing-wise. By the sounds of it, he knows a decently powerful and decently experienced wizard fellow who helps him enchant things. So if we ever need anything enchanted, we could go to him. But
Are you saying this out loud?
I think just like huddled together, maybe.
Just between your group?
I don't see why we would need to hide it from them.
That's a good point.
More just mentioning things.
They did say that they offer enchanting services.
Indeed.
Oh,
They might feel slighted if we're just like, we can go to this other guy get enchanting services, because, fuck these nerds.
Well,
Oh, that's just capitalism.
If you happen to mention that you know Dwayne and he mentioned a wizard...
We know Dwayne. Yeah, all I said was Dwayne knew a wizard.
Yep. And
who could perform enchanting.
Oh! Yeah, you're probably talking about Charles. He's in the big building in the corner there with his wife. He's one of the best enchanters in our village, and he works with Dwayne a lot. They get along and go drinking together. His damn teleportation magic will take him straight to the Dwarven Nation over in Skypea.
Small sodding world.
What?
Sure
There's a city called Skypea. What kind of name is that?
Apparently it used to be called Sky City, but the dwarves took over, I don't know, 1,500 years ago after it was abandoned.
Those sons of bitches.
So Sky City, what was it? City of the Sky or something?
Oh,
Are dwarves a problem around here?
It was a floating city originally, floating with broomstone, and then brought down and settled into a mountain. The city floated basically above the mountains, and then when it was brought down, it kind of created its own mountain, and now the dwarves use that mountain base as their home.
Oh, wow.
Also, Scoops asked a question, just in case it got lost.
Oh yeah, what's that, Scoops?
Thank you. I was asking, are dwarves a problem around here?
A problem? I wouldn't say so. Yeah. Every dwarf I've met has been cool. We get along pretty well.
Yeah, from
that's been my
what
experience
we know,
too.
The dwarves. You'll see a fair few of them pottering around most cities, and if they're not in those cities, then they're either travelers or the main congregation of dwarves you will find in, like he said, Skypea, Sky City, whatever you wish to call it. That is their main congregation. That is like their homeland. And so,
hang on, wait, there's a One Piece reference.
Yes,
oh, absolutely.
I didn't want to call him out. I did not want to call him out. I clocked it immediately. When
are my names not references to something? Because I'm terrible at naming things. My names will always be references because I don't know how to name things properly.
I swear to God, if we get there and the leader has lightning powers.
God.
A dwarf wielding lightning. Yes, he is Thor. Anyways, so you guys now walk away with lots and lots of information. What do you wish to do with it?
Oh, were we not? I thought we were trying to decide if we wanted to go with him, too.
Oh, yeah. You could also take his offer and go to Natsu.
I guess, what do you guys think of that?
No, you guys were saying... No, wait. You guys were saying you wanted to go to the wild place.
Play wild. Yeah, but it sounds like they wouldn't be leaving for a few days, so...
We also just wanted to explore, right? And I think he's giving us a chance to go along with them. And because I don't think we've been to where he's going yet, have we?
No, we have not. By the sounds of it, it is a journey he has undertaken a few times. So we would not be going in blind, which was one of my biggest worries about...
body to help us fight. We need to. Let's hope we don't.
Well, my biggest worry wasn't in only having three of us to fight. It was only it was going into an area completely blind in a new biome that we know nothing of. We have no experience in colder climates or the hotter climates of the
John, you were here
deserts.
when we named Lakeport. That was a name we just came up with. I haven't posted the screenshot yet, but he says clearly can't name things properly. Your ocean bordering city is called Lakeport. Technically doesn't border
No,
an
it's not
ocean though.
No, it doesn't. It borders a lake and a river.
Yeah. Any hoodles. So, are we headed to Natsu then?
We can. It's a tundra down there, isn't it? So it's like a snowy forest. It's not like ice sheets of just nothing but snow and ice.
The way there is going to be mostly snow and ice. I think your biggest issue you'll run into isn't going to be wildlife, it's going to be terrain.
Okay.
I take it you're familiar with the terrain, though, and we'll be accompanying you.
Oh, absolutely. I make this trip a couple times a month. I mean, when I make my regular rounds. So, yeah, absolutely. We can get there in a day and a half at most, and then we can get back. It'll be a 3-day trip.
Do you travel by mount or do you travel by foot?
I travel by air.
Ooh, interesting.
It's kind of fun.
Um,
What do you use to travel by air?
Well, and he points behind him, and he's got just a regular, ordinary broom on his back. I use this bad boy. And in fact, I got a couple of them I can lend out. I will need them back. I can't give them to you.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Dang. I freaking
Dwayne let us, at one point there was a mess that needed clearing up. He allowed us to borrow his deletion shovels.
Indeed.
So, yes, I understand requiring equipment. But that would be... I can see how that would cut the journey down quite substantially.
Oh, absolutely. So, we can fly there, day and a half travel max, and get back no issues. If you guys want to go with me, grab a broom and let's head out.
All right.
I think...
Yeah, let's go into the frozen tundra. So wait, south into the snowy land. That's not Amazon. That's the desert to the west.
Correct.
Yeah, Amazon is the desert to the west. South is Natsu, the tundra. Which is ironic because I'm pretty sure Natsu means summer in Japanese.
Absolutely does. Yeah, I thought it was ironic, and I thought that was hilarious, so that is why it's called Natsu.
It's also very ironic because the most prominently named character who has the name Natsu is a fire wielder.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first anime I ever watched was Fairy Tail.
Same.
Hang on, I'm trying to remember when we met those Amazonians. They said that they were in conflict or not friendly with the people down south, and I'm assuming it's the tundra dwellers.
No, was it the Amazons that said that, or was it those other groups of travelers we came across that said there was some sort of civil war or no, not civil war. There was some sort of conflict going on down there.
Schism? It was like a religious schism, and the two peoples and the one group split in two. Some either went west or stayed as Amazonians, and some of them went south and became their own group.
Maybe? I remember something about killer robots in the south.
That is definitely something you've heard about the South.
That's
Yeah, I
probably
heard friendly robots to the west, killer ones to the south.
Hey, maybe we want to. Oh, hang on. Wizard ain't with us. That's a good thing.
Yes. No, we don't have the wizard.
All right. So, you guys fly deep into the tundra, crossing over barren lands. No issues, surprisingly. I need a
Christ, it's
I need a perception check first of all.
one from the party, or can it be individual?
No.
Individual
Let's
is
hope
totally
it's for
fine.
the party. Or, I mean, individual. Whoops.
16.
Perfect.
Scoops BRB. I think he did.
7. I rolled
No.
a 7. For perception.
Oh, do you not have a beyond 20?
I was rolling on D&D Beyond because it's just easier.
Yeah, I did
have
that.
everything.
I meant that there's a plugin that means any rolls you get on D&D Beyond gets sent straight to roll 20.
Oh, that's sick. I don't know how to do that. That's cool.
It's called Beyond 20.
Okay. And I just download it or something?
You just download it and add it to your browser.
I hope it's still supported.
Mine's still working.
True.
I keep
Oh,
getting
wow, I can see everyone's
notifications for it,
rolls.
but I haven't actually.
Yeah, I'll try to download that.
No worries.
Whatever you do, don't. That. Never mind.
But I rolled a 7 anyway, so I doubt I see
Yeah.
much.
You see slightly more than Glob. You see one twig more than Glob.
Glorb's trying not to accidentally turn into a parachute.
Are you at risk of
Oh, yeah.
freezing? Is
I
there...
think the same risk as everyone.
Okay. I just wasn't sure how liquid your body was.
I mean, he doesn't
Yeah.
have any. He doesn't have a weakness to cold, so I'd say he's probably the same. He's just
Okay.
as chilly as everyone else.
All right. So with your perception checks, you actually get a super clear view of a battle that's happening between two large creatures. One being a mammoth and the other being some sort of smaller humanoid fuzzy creature, kind of like a bear, maybe a yeti. It's hard to tell, but they're going at it. But you get enough of a view of it where you're able to warn the group and dip away from it. So you are able to
Thank God for my elven eyes.
Indeed. And you are able to spot a decent spot to camp out, where you can dig yourself a nice snow bed, get out of the wind.
Build an igloo.
All right. And you guys wake up the next morning, rested, nice and easy, and take off for the rest of your journey. This is only going to be a couple of hours before you get Natsu.
It was quick and easy.
Indeed.
What an immaculate top hat.
Familiar looking top hat, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh
Is
shit! Is it the dude? Is it the gentleman we saved from the webs that then used the broomstone to sod off and fly?
It certainly could be.
There's Warforged. Hammer would be so happy here.
As you fly over the city, you are greeted with immaculate houses very well maintained. A large center Mod Podge of buildings and equipment, far newer than, or far more advanced than anything you've seen before. And then you see 3 robotic humanoids and a bunch of other humans. And since you guys are flying here, I will let you land wherever you want to land.
Would landing near the center or the edge make more sense?
Probably an edge.
Yeah.
Like the top. We're flying from the north.
You are.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm imagining there or there make the
Not that
most
plan.
sense.
I feel like
Almost
we would
put
have
the wrong
seen-
token down.
Like, oh my god, it's a walking metal. That's strange.
And as
I mean, to be fair, you might be a bit of a peculiar or uncommon sight in these parts, Globe.
Indeed.
I've been in an uncommon sight everywhere I've ever gone. Have you ever seen another one of me?
Not that
Next, you
wasn't
begins
evil.
to think. Maybe,
Thanks, John.
maybe once, but not. I did not meet them. I just saw them in passing in one of the cities when doing business once.
Oh, you're more well traveled than I am. I've never seen another one of me. Anyway, how about this place? This is nice. Oh god, the metal can walk.
As you guys land and approach, he approaches you. Greetings and welcome to Natsu. How can we assist you?
We
We'll
come to
mostly
the door.
defer to the elf that normally comes here to trade. We're mostly here to. I think we're mostly here to just safely be able to see the sights and understand what this place is, and maybe talk to them. But
Sort of
the
feel
elf
like a
is here
travel
to do
guide.
the bulk. Yeah, the elf, which I don't think we got the name of, is the one here to do most of the talking and interacting, and he is the one here to do some trading after all.
Indeed. Let me drop his token because I don't want to go searching for it. So, I already did go searching for it, but here we go. Paste. There it is. Okie dokie. Yes. Sorry. I'm back again just to do some trading. They're here just because I invited them and thought they would enjoy seeing Natsu. You know the rumors that are out and about Natsu. People got to see it for themselves. And he ponders off.
Fair enough. I suppose he can go about his tasks, and we will meet with him when we are done, and when he is done. Well, I guess, sightsee.
Not many sights to see here. We're mostly just craftsmen and whatnot. Feel free to walk around. Most people in their homes will sell you their wares. A few of us will just walk out and about. Feel free to stop and chat or buy something or whatever makes you happy.
Who lives in the giant building in the center there? That looks like a jumble of a bunch of places.
I was gonna say that looks kind of like a mixture of buildings, so I don't think it. I think that's probably just like a town center.
That's my mine and my kin's craft house, I guess. It's our workshop. Me and my 4 brothers, I don't know what you want to call us. The only 5
You'll find out.
warforged here.
Are they all metal like you?
Yeah, there's 10 original warforged minus hammer.
I swear we keep hearing about this guy everywhere that we go.
Well, I mean, he is the original warforged, and he became a god. It's kind of hard not to talk about him.
And what kind of name is Hammer, though? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the guy, but I mean, you know, if you were a god, you'd
Well,
probably,
I
you
mean,
know, name yourself
think it
something
sounds
better than
tough.
Hammer.
by the sounds of it, he wasn't. From what I remember of his story, he was not originally a warforged. So his parents gave him that name. He was once human, if I'm correct.
Yep.
I'm sorry, if his parents named him Hammer, his parents were assholes. Listen, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the guy, but, like, come on.
Could have been a
Who looks
cultural
at a
name.
baby
The world.
is just like, yes, your name is Hammer.
I love that you're shitting
That he
on
got
your own
bullied a lot in
namesake.
school. I know. Wait till everyone finds about his surname.
Oh my goodness.
it very. I do know that it could have been a cultural name. The world has changed a lot in 3,000 years.
And that was 6,000 years
Well, it-
ago when Hammer was born.
Shit.
Hammer was real old. But yeah, no, sorry. Just like who looks at a baby is just like, you know, I'm gonna stop before I, you know, say something really offensive. I apologize. I apologize to Mr. Hammer.
He
Yeah.
rambles when he's nervous
No
I just have very
worries.
strong opinion about babies' names.
for some reason.
Well, feel free to look around, shop, whatever you need. Like I said, most of us are going to be craftsmen. Most of these houses are actually empty. Me and my kin kind of just build things when we're bored, and some people decided to show up and just kind of move in, and now they are also craftsmen.
Fair enough. It's
Not gonna lie, these houses are really nice. I've never seen a design like it. Well, I mean, we've seen houses, but like these are nice. These are really nice.
Yeah,
there is no like main road in and out of this. This is more like a sort of like a just a gathering of homes, isn't it? There's no main road.
correct. There is no main road. There are no shops. There are no like facilities. It is just a bunch of immaculate houses and a workshop.
So we could so long as we map out a safe ish path to travel. We could having paid attention to the way we came and with cartographer's tools and the way we will go back, Lenexia will try and plot a hopefully safe-ish route that we at some point can try on foot, and then due to them being quite kind and amicable and full of craftsmen, we could possibly set up some trade with the place.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
We get our food grown. This seems like a place that would have trouble growing things, so possibly they'd
Well,
be down to trade food.
At the moment, we are surviving off of hunting and fishing alone. Once
I know.
our and the kingdom as unfortunately the kingdom as a whole is undergoing food shortages. So if the kingdom stabilizes, then maybe we could trade food with them.
So, sir, how do you... This kind of seems like, stuff doesn't really grow around here. What do y'all eat for food?
Mostly we hunt. Well, obviously, I don't eat myself, but,
Oh, shit.
Oh, right.
There's a few humans here that do need sustenance, but they hunt and they travel back and forth between the villages.
Are there a few more villages dotted around the area then?
Not in the tundra, no. Most of them will either go up to the dwarven civilization up north or head deep into the Underdark.
Go spread the word. We recently, Lennox pulls up the map. We recently settled a town, and then she points out the location on the map. Just about here, it is a above ground human settlement. It is, judging by the map, it's closer than the dwarven place, isn't it?
What's that?
Would our place be closer or further than the dwarven location?
It'd probably be a little closer.
Okay, so yeah, pulls out the map, points it out, and goes, We settled a town just there, not too long ago. If any of the people wish to come trade there, they are more than welcome to. It is an above ground settlement. I do not know how close the Underdark settlements are to this place,
Actually,
but if they wish to
now looking at it, hold on, I gotta show this to you because I don't think it's actually closer.
Oh yeah, no, they are drastically closer to the dwarven settlement.
Yeah, by about...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't bother pointing it out then, if we're that far away.
Yeah, no, that makes
But
sense.
Yeah, because it's too far for us to even consider going that distance. Especially on foot and whatnot, or by horse. It's too far for a trade route. Probably wouldn't bother them.
Okay, fair enough. Well, if you're just here to look around, feel free. Plenty of shopping to do. If you want to buy something from me, I could certainly sell you something. And he looks at Scoop. It's a pretty nice shovel you got there. I got a few enchanted ones if you want a different one.
Interesting. What kind of enchantment work do you do with these shovels?
All kinds.
What are you aiming
Depends
for?
on what your price is. If you're just looking for something inexpensive, I got this one for 25 gold. That'll 25 gold. It'll give you a nice speed dig so you can cleave through any soft clay or anything pretty smoothly. But the best part is it's got a small bag of holding enchantment. So anything you scoop up with it, you can just pick right out.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a slightly shittier version of the pickaxe.
Just a slightly shittier version, yep. But it's super cheap.
Yeah, well, super cheap. 25 gold. Still, basically, it would be all of us pooling our gold together to get him the one item.
That's a
We are
exactly how
flat broke.
My inventory says 29 gold pieces. I don't know how that got there, but is that wrong, or is that like our group
you
inventory?
probably have.
Did you accidentally add your starting gold?
Yeah, you
possibly.
probably added your starting gold to that.
Gotcha.
In total, I have 12 gold pieces. I have 8 gold and 40 silver. So
I have no idea how much I have, if that's incorrect.
yeah, we technically all started with 0 gold.
Yeah, I guess we
know
didn't
the-
get paid for clearing out the snakes or anything. Like that.
Well, technically, you
No.
get a stipend of 2 gold per week for being part of
Oh,
the
shit, we do?
adventurers group. Yep. And at this point in time, it's been 2 months. Well, it's been about a month, so that would be 3 weeks. So that's 6 gold you should have.
A month's 4
minimum.
weeks.
No, not in D&D.
Oh, okay.
They're 10-day. They're
Not
10-day
every day.
weeks. 3 weeks per month.
Okay.
30 days.
So that's
Yes.
six extra gold then.
Indeed.
Okay, so I should have 6.
At least.
Now I'm up
Okay,
to
cool.
21 gold.
Okay, now I'm up to 18 in total.
I mean,
The shovel sounds nice. I just don't think we really have the funds for that. I appreciate the offer.
Hey,
though.
no worries.
It sounds. I'm very interested in your other shovels. Just knowing what you have, actually.
Oh, certainly. I mean, they just get more elaborate, obviously. Say you want a shovel that, I don't know, can dig you straight to the Underdark in one pull. I got it. You want something that can set things on fire? I got it.
Would the Underdark traveling shovel be able to bring us back?
Oh, yeah.
I think
so,
what he means is he digs a giant ass hole.
Well, I mean, I think he's looking for my tunneling shovel.
It sounds like he's saying
if he wants my
creates a
tunneling
portal.
shovel. No, it's not a portal. The tunneling
okay.
shovel, basically, you dig in and it fills in the spot behind you. So you dig in and you can travel as far as you want and it fills in the spot behind you. You can actually travel at 80 feet per every 6 seconds.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Underground too. That's actually.
It's pretty
super
awesome,
cool.
but it is an expensive shovel. That one's gonna run you about 160 gold.
Yeah, no. Nowhere near that amount of money at this point. Although, I'm going to ask which, just as a general gist, which kind of like, which traders, which craftsmen, basically, which houses sell which goods or which trade?
Me and my brothers
guessing it's
all
just
do enchanted goods. My specialty is in mining equipment, so I make pickaxes, shovels, carts, stuff like that. My brother focuses on weaponry, and then I got another brother here who focuses on jewelry enchantment for magical stuff. Like if you want to fly, or if you want to turn invisible, or something like that, he's got you covered on that front. I got an apprentice down on the southern point over in this red house right here. He'll give you his what he considers his failures. Really cheap on the low end, but they're still good stuff. A few side effects sometimes, but it's honestly, he's doing the best he can, and he'll sell it to you cheap if you want it.
It looks like our top hat friend has approached us.
Ah, yes. So, as you guys are having this conversation, he sits there waiting patiently for a moment to step in. Ah, I thought I saw you. It's good to see you again. What brings you down to Natsu?
Just visiting and taking in the sights and looking around.
You too. Ah, I got sidetracked again and didn't get back home, so I'm here now. Just here.
Hey, at least you're not covered in spider webs this time.
Ah, that is very true. But, you know, I'm gonna eventually have to go back.
I mean, technically you don't. You can start a new life for yourself anyway.
Seems like they have lots of housing options here that aren't even being used, so why leave?
Indeed. I've been here for a couple of days now, and I'm quite enjoying it. The robots tend to feed us and give us stuff to do. Even if they're just teaching us how to craft, it's better than being ordered around by nobles.
Could be Vinny if you wish.
it's definitely on my mind, but I'll give it a week before I decide fully.
That's fair enough.
And demon possession.
I suppose.
That's funny.
I think. Real quick question I have.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys have any jobs that you need to be done for gold pieces?
Oh, you're looking to make some money.
I mean, just to see what's out there, the options.
Absolutely. I'm always looking to hire an apprentice. If you're looking for something on the quick side, I actually need myself a new pair of tongs. If you'll go forge me a pair of tongs, I'll give you 3 gold.
New pair. Would that be some type of role, or would it just take time?
No, it would be a roll. So
It'd be a roll.
Okay.
granted,
Lynette, you would definitely want to give it a go, considering she took note. She asked Dwayne when they first came across them shitloads of questions on smithing and how he did everything and just smithing in general. And
I guess I'll say it doesn't necessarily have to be short. I mean, there's housing here. We could help you depending on
yeah,
what it is, assuming everyone else is on board.
unfortunately, that would then mean we didn't bring the rations for a long journey back. Once our elven friend is done trading, we would then have to travel back on foot because he would take his brooms back with him.
Suppose
If we travelled here on foot, it'd be a different story. But we flew here.
indeed. So, you guys could stay longer. You could come back. You have lots and lots of
Coming back, definitely. Coming
Well,
back is something we will do. So, as of right now,
Are we? I mean, we didn't even ask if like we could just borrow the. I mean, are we sure that he would take all the brooms back?
he did say he needed them back. And they're only staying on the mortal plane for about 3 to 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And this is already about a 3-day journey. 1.5 days to get here and then 1.5 days back.
Yeah.
So
if you
we'd
want
probably want to. The next year would definitely give giving the quick go at trying to make the tongs. Trying to craft.
Okay. Go ahead and make me either a strength check or. Hold on, I'm trying to.
I have sleight of hand.
Unfortunately, this is not going to be a dexterity thing. It would either be.
I can Google it.
Yeah. I'm working on that right now as we speak.
Smithing is a wisdom. No, hang on.
It involves strength, dexterity, or intelligence. That's interesting. That's just the AI answer, though. I don't necessarily trust that.
I can. Someone said strength makes sense. I can also see an argument for dex. And someone's also said con.
I don't see con being
I don't see it either.
But I could see dexterity because of you do need to know like where you're hitting the hammer and stuff like that. Plus it's intricate turns and stuff if you're forging a pair of tongs. But the thing about forging tongs is you need a pair of tongs to forge a pair of tongs. But anyways, so either a dexterity or... So yes, I would say your sleight of hand could work here if you wanted to use that. So dexterity or strength?
I'll try sleight of hand.
That's a nat 20.
Heck
Mine's a
yeah.
14. That's definitely. Those are some good tongs.
That's a 25 with
You-
my bonus.
You both make some decent pairs of tongs. Not too shabby whatsoever. You bring them to the Warforged. He gives you both 3 gold. And Lenexia, because of that natural 20, I am going to give you an extra piece of gold because of yours are amazing quality.
Yay!
Those are some pretty good tongs.
Alexia is actually really proud because that means all the notes she took from Dwayne actually paid off.
Indeed. And the Warforged looks at you. You guys have promise. I look forward to seeing you back in my forge one day. I understand you can't stay long this trip, but I'll look forward to coming back.
I am definitely coming back.
And so a couple of maybe 30, 40 minutes go by, and the elf comes back. Oh, you guys didn't explore too much, did you?
I we learned quite a bit
We
about this
actually
place.
talked and learnt.
Well, good. I got all of my shopping done. If you guys are ready to head back, we can go ahead and head back, unless you guys have more shopping you want to do. The guy in the red building, he's got 2 of these flying brooms. They're not as good as the ones I'm flying. These ones will only last about maybe 10 minutes of flight time, but he said they were going for 5 gold apiece, and he's got 2 of them.
Ooh.
Maybe we can talk him into making a third. Or we're gonna
That's
talk him
kinda-
into making an extra one, so that way we can all have one. Should we ask him if he can make a 4th for the wizard and not be absolute dicks?
Well,
Possibly.
we should first ask him about 3.
Yeah.
Because those brooms were nice.
Yeah, even if they are only usable for a short period of time, I mean, 1 hour of flight would cut that what? What is it? It was like a 3-day round journey with a trailer,
Mm-hmm.
with a cart to both Dwayne and the criminal village.
Yeah, I mean, 10 minutes of flight is a bunch of. It's like a full couple rounds of combat. Full combat. So,
Plus, they're very useful in combat.
yeah.
Okay.
I do wish to ask the Warforged if anyone makes anything for horses.
If you're looking for something specific, probably we could make it, but we don't. I mean, honestly, I've never even seen a horse, or not in the last 3,000 years, 2,000 years.
Fair enough. Not exactly their preferred climate, mostly.
So, are you guys
It's
headed
mainly
over to
curious.
the store, or are you guys gonna just head back?
I mean, if he's offering them for 5 gold apiece, we may as well go have a look. And God knows what else he could be offering.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So you guys walk into his store, and inside it is filled to the brim with enchanted items. And on the left side of the shop is everything 10 gold and less.
Ooh.
That is in budget.
Dollar store.
Hang on, wait. Let's stay on task first and ask about the brooms, and then we look at all the other things that we might want to come back for.
Sure thing.
Excuse me, sir. We were told to inquire about magic brooms, the flying ones.
Oh, yeah, I got a whole array of magic brooms. They range in price due to length of time. Right now, the cheapest ones I have are 5 gold a pop. They fly roughly 10 minutes at a time. So nothing too crazy, but that's what they do, 10 minutes. If you want something that'll do an hour, I can let those go for 10 gold. Or if you want something that'll go 2 hours or longer, those are going to be in the 30 to 50 gold range.
I mean, 10 minutes, an hour upgrade for 5 extra gold is, I'd say, like 50 extra minutes for an hour for 5 extra gold is definitely worth it.
So is it saying like that's the max time and then the broom breaks, or is it just saying
at a
that we have
time?
to,
They
like,
recharge
rest
in
for-
24 hours.
They recharge. Yeah.
Okay.
Think of it like after an hour, it's battery flat, and it requires 24 hours to recharge its battery.
Yeah. Or I should say they recharge 1 hour every 12 hours.
Yeah.
So the ones that go for 2 hours or longer, they take a little longer to recharge.
Yeah.
It'll take a full day to recharge, basically.
They're out of our price range. We could all arguably afford the 10 gold one.
I mean, I can afford 2 of them. I'd be left with 1 gold, though. We really need to find a way to make some money. Oh,
I could also afford 2 of the 10 gold ones. I'd be left with 2 gold.
So I think that, honestly, I think it's worth it, though. I mean, think about,
I can afford.
we have to go out. We can,
Yeah, I think we all buy one of the 10 gold brooms, so long as he's got 3 of them. We all buy one of them.
well,
That would bring me
one
down
for
to 0, but that's fine.
And 1 for the wizard. We should not.
Shit, yeah, the wizard.
I
Do you
cannot
wanna
afford to
see-
buy the wizard a broom.
Well, I said I have 20.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
enough for 2. I have enough for 2.
I'll split the cost of the 4th one with you, because I've got enough for 2.
Yeah, 'cause
That
if
way,
we don't get
maybe we could then each get an item ourselves with what we have left.
I'll have a single goal left. But honestly, if this is all that we can get, I still take it away, because then getting back here is going to be so much easier than, traveling by land.
What's the fly speed on these brooms?
Brooms are 60 feet, I believe.
Yeah,
That's a double my movement speed.
so yeah, 60 feet, and then if you think about it, you could, if you were to push it and flat out fly, then it'd be 120 feet. If you were to absolutely, like, rail it.
Right, I think I'm fine with spending all my gold on one of these brooms.
Yeah, it'll be such a quality of life thing. It will be worth it.
And we can run away faster.
Exactly. Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to have 4 of the 1 hour flight time brooms?
Oh, yeah, those are my most popular seller. Absolutely. That's going to be 40 gold, please.
And I guess we put 40 gold on the table.
Thank you.
I guess between, like, all of us. So that's taken 15 off. Yep. Well, I guess then we go look at the, add that to my inventory.
Yeah, I'm adding a custom magic broom.
Indeed.
Cool.
So you guys are able to fly for an hour straight, no issues. The brooms you were flying on before lasted a full 8 hours, and you didn't have to recharge, or you didn't notice any recharging period. You never ran out the entire journey here. The brooms he let you borrow are way better than the ones you bought.
So in total, me and Glorb both spent 15 gold, 10 for each of our own individual ones, and then 5 each for the wizards.
Sounds good.
Yep.
That leaves me with 7 gold to see if there's anything I want, and how much you are left with to see if there's anything you want.
I have 6 gold.
Yeah, okay.
There's an under 10 gold bin.
Yeah,
so
there's an under 10. Yeah, that's what I was on about. There's an under 10 gold bit, so we can have a look.
So with 5 gold and 6 gold as our budget, do anything stand out within those prices?
Hell, if there's something that's party useful, I don't even mind giving you gold.
Yeah.
There is a cloak of partial invisibility for 5 gold. It will increase
that's cool.
your stealth check by 2, whatever you roll plus 2, and then whatever your bonus is plus, you get it. It's a plus an extra 2.
It's
for
an
your stealth
additional.
checks.
It's an additional 2 on your stealth.
Yes, and that is the cloak of
Well,
partial invisibility.
It's a cloak of pass without a trace, just dialed down.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, rather than a plus 10 to your stealth check, because pass without a trace is such a stupid spell.
Oh, it's so broken. I love that spell. There is also
It's a free 10 to your stealth roll.
for another 5 gold, you could purchase the extending rope, which is half of a rope trick, which is the spell rope trick, where it casts a pocket dimension 30 feet up, where you have a rope that you climb up to it. This is just the rope part. There is no pocket dimension on the end. So you have a 30-foot rope that extends itself straight up in the air.
Yeah.
Or, if you don't like any of those, you have the failed explosion ring. This was supposed to cast fireball, but instead it cast firebolt once per day.
No, not the next year's thing.
How long does the partial invisibility thing last, you said?
There is no limit on that one. That just gives you basically a permanent +2 to all stealth rolls.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then, is that all in the under 10 gold bit? Other than the 2 rooms for 5?
Yeah, there's a few more trinkets and bobs, but most of them are just stupid half spells.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, there's the dancing lights, which is a box that you place on the ground. You hit a button on it, and it shoots a flare. It is a magical flare, but it is a flare.
The cloak's really the only thing that I could see of being any use. And is there anything above? Is there another bit of the thing where it's 10, like 15 gold and below?
Yeah. So like his store is mapped out to his worst items are his cheapest items, and his most expensive things are on the other side of the building. And so if you go up the next route in the 15 to 20 range, I guess it'd be 10 to 15 range. At 10 gold, you have the Ice Knife Dagger. This will let you cast basically Ice Knife every time you throw this dagger, and then the dagger returns to you. That one's going to cost you 15 gold. If you want something that lets you levitate, you could have basically a levitating disc that you can control. That one is going to be another what is it? 12 gold. If you want something that'll charm people, there is a Ring of Charm Person. However, as soon as they fail the check, they know who charmed them, and it targets you for it basically casts Hunter's Mark on you, the caster, if it fails.
Okay. What was the ice knife again? Oh no, wait, never mind. It's out of our price range anyway. It's 15 gold.
It is 15 gold. But that's a pretty awesome knife. It is a dagger that you can throw and it'll return to you, and it does 1d10 ice damage.
So it's literally just a actual physical dagger when you throw it, you deal the dagger
Ice
damage and then basically ice knife on top of it.
with an ice knife on top of it. So it's the 1d4 for the dagger, and then the 1d10
And then
ice knife.
without the explosion of ice knife though, because ice knife
Correct.
does a 5-foot or a 10-foot explosion, something like that.
Correct. Instead of the explosion, you get it returned back to you.
Yeah, could be a very useful item, but little outside of our price range. Although I'm sure we could haggle for it, but the Nexia doesn't particularly need it, being an archer, and it only does that damage on a throw.
Correct.
Yeah. Glob's more of a spear person, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think we're all right, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, we got some flying burns, which is some pretty sweet.
That's pretty sweet early
It
loot.
is pretty sweet.
If incentive to try and get some more money and come back here, and maybe we can. Maybe next time we come here, we can look at the 20 gold and under.
Maybe. Besides, I'm pretty sure the wizard has 10 gold, so we'll just get the 10 gold back from him.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Also, it sounded
each
like they
get off our
had jobs here,
Yes.
which benefits us coming back, considering they hardly pay us anything back where we are.
And by the sounds of it, unlike everywhere else, where you'd either have to pay to learn how to do these skills, these crafting skills, like go to a trade, like go to a school of some sort, or become an apprentice, which takes years. They seem quite willing to teach you here.
Indeed. I guess they
In other
learned from their elder.
circumstances, I would stay. In other circumstances, I would say we stay, but fortunately, I don't know if we have that luxury.
No, right now we don't. I think we need to head back.
Alrighty.
Before we leave, is there anything that this town is in desperate need of or isn't always kind of in need of that they'd be willing to pay if someone were to come with it?
Fruits and vegetables would be super helpful here. As far as raw materials go, we don't really need anything in that front. But yeah, these the humans definitely need food and such. I'm sure they'd pay for that, especially if it's something that we can't find out here, like fruits and vegetables.
If we can get them, if we can get the farms going at home, we could definitely trade with them. Although it'd probably have to be us coming to do the trading with our flying brooms, cutting a lot of the journey out.
The butler from previous looks at you. I mean, if I'm gonna stick around here, I'd definitely enjoy some fruits and vegetables.
I think we all enjoy some good fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, currently our dietary, even our diet in the jungle is mostly carnivorous. I'm still waiting on the farms to generate food. But yes, it is entirely something we, in the future, we can come back and trade. We're not in the state to be able to trade it right now, but we are. In the future, we would definitely come back with it.
Yeah, no, we just anything that we are growing right now, we're gonna need to get it going. But I mean, it's something to work towards. We at least know one thing that people are willing to trade for down here, so that's good.
Yep.
I mean, it's something to work towards. We at least know.
I think with that, our business concludes, and we should. Yep. And go back with our elfin friend before we should yep, before the and before they head on back from friend before we yes we should yep, before the we'll use his drones before they head on back from friend.
consult with the elf.
Alrighty then.
Flying montage.
Flying montage indeed. And
And combined with the journey on the way here and the journey back Lenexia, we'll have marked on the map and tried their best to plot a safe path from where we came from to Natsu on the map.
good call. Go to make me a survival check.
Can I have advantage for having an aerial view?
Absolutely.
Uh,
22.
Yeah, 22.
Absolutely. That was fantastic. You map out a really good path. In fact, it almost looks as if there was a path there before that's been covered over the years. Might even be able to dig one out depending how deep that ice is.
Mm.
So, you guys make it back to your village with your new map in hand and new stories to tell. Who are we reporting to when we get back?
Before we get back and before we go reporting to anyone, I'm going to stop them and go, we're keeping the elves quiet. They wanted to not be disturbed, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we
Sure.
found
Okay.
a guy who was already traveling to Nasu and, offered us a ride, and we took that ride, and that's because, it's kind of hard to hide these flying brooms. Let's be honest
Yeah,
here.
no. Yeah, fair enough.
The
I
Nasu
just
part, we
wanted
told
to
them all
make...
about that, but no, we
Yeah,
hitched a ride with the
no.
dude who was heading down there anyway.
Cool.
Okay, just making sure we were all on the same page and no one spilled about the elven settlement.
They asked to be kept quiet, and, I say we respect it. You never know when we're
Yeah.
going to need a friendly, planar hopping group of elves. And
True, allies are always good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
I've
okay.
lost my train of thought.
Report to...
The new count, probably.
I believe technically we report... Technically, Vex is the head of the guild, who then reports to Julius, and Julius reports to the Count. But I think that was how it used to work. I think now we can either report straight to the Count or straight to Julius. With, well, Vex not being here for one, but two, they both seem to be more than happy with anything, with the efforts we put in and the lengths we go to.
Indeed.
Yeah.
They do seem very appreciative. So, who are we reporting to? Which nobleman do we want to go to? The Count will be in the castle. Julius will be in his tent.
I mean, we're so used to reporting to Julius, but that kind of just be our default.
I think so, because technically we were perimeter checking. Technically, that's what we set out to do. We set out to check the immediate perimeter.
I think we could check in with either.
Well, yeah, we can check in with either.
I don't think the count would be upset if we checked. And I don't think Julius would be upset if we checked with the count.
No, either way, they're both going to find out because one's going to report to the other. But Julius is technically closer because he is not inside the castle. He is inside his tent, his command center tent.
Then. I'm good with that. Am I still quiet on your guys' end, by the way?
No, you're not.
No, you're
at
fine.
all.
Okay. Awesome.
So, you guys head over to Julius's tent then, and as you approach, he's not actually talking. In fact, most of the times you go to his tent, he's usually talking to somebody, going over plans or something. No, he's a little quiet. You enter his tent, he greets you. Oh, good, welcome back. What can I do for you?
Sorry it took us so long. We just wanted to report there is nothing further east in the immediate vicinity that is of any danger. Mostly just forest. We met a wandering trader, and he had some cool flying brooms, and he was heading down to Natsu, so we hopped along with him and spent some time down there.
Oh, what's it like over there? I've heard a lot of crazy things. Robots. Killers.
It's very cold.
It's very cold there. There are indeed robots there, I believe. What did they call themselves? Forged something.
Forged. They're very peaceful. They did not seem
they were
very war prone.
No, they were.
Scoop said they were really that him. It was like what 3 of them there, and they were all just more interested in building things.
5? I think he did 4 or 5 of them in total. We only saw 3 of them.
They were more like peace forged.
Yeah, they were more interested in being like, yeah, we just want to make our little crafts. They were building these really nice houses. They had magical enchanted items. It's actually a really nice place, small but really nice.
Oh, good. Well, that's actually a pleasant surprise. I was expecting that they were going to be a threat to us. That is good. You're making friends everywhere you go. I'm very happy to hear that, and I'm gonna be even happier to report that to the Count. If
is everything okay, Julius?
Things could be better. The king.
One would think, but Emil gone, things would have morale would skyrocket.
Yeah, you would think, but apparently the king isn't too happy about the fact that he wasn't present for the execution, and he's...
He wanted to see it, okay.
And so, unfortunately, he's wants to punish us in some way, shape, or form, and... So we have... At the moment, he has 3 options that he could throw at us, and we're not sure which one he's going to go with. But he could throw another 100 people at us and overfill our already overfilled coffers with more mouths to feed and less work to spread around. Or he could evict all of us and make us find a new area to call home and appoint somebody he deems fit here. Another option would be to fully exile us from the lands for treason because we killed a noble.
Didn't that guy outrank him? So, I mean, I don't know how nobles work.
At the point in time when it happened, the Duke did not outrank the Count. And unfortunately, this coup was technically sanctioned by the Crown. It could not be publicly sanctioned by the Crown, and some noblemen aren't too happy about it, and they're pressuring the king, which is then going to put pressure on us.
Shall we go speak to the king?
So the third option would be he exiles the entire city from he just kicks us out of the kingdom.
No,
the whole
it
town.
would be exiling just the nobles, so me and the Count. You would be under new management.
Well, kind of like what Scoop said. Can we make a petition to the king?
Or just go talk to him.
By the sounds of it, the king is, from what Julius has said the king is mainly pissed about the fact that, from what I heard, the Hamel was married to the king's wife, and
Daughter.
he died.
Or sister.
Daughter.
The king's sister.
Yeah, sister. Sorry, yeah. Been a long journey. Either way, the sister, and she died due to his poor management. And from what I can understand, this whole journey was a bit of a death sentence for Hamel. So he was a bit mad that he survived, and then when it did come to his execution, the king was not there to see it.
I think if anyone serves as representatives for this settlement, it would be us.
I think I do not wish to say what I think the king is going through the king's head, but I feel like the first option is the most likely.
Which was? What was the first option?
Send 100 extra mouths to us, 100 extra people.
That seems like an odd thing to do. Just
No,
so we
we
starve?
must
Is he?
not-
Would be?
Well, it puts us in a bad position because now we got to either feed those people or watch as, we have an absolute famine.
Quite literally
and that
would.
also gets 100
Yeah.
mouths out of his kingdom that he no longer has to feed.
Yeah.
And who knows the quality of those people? They may be kind of like all of us, just, peasants taken from random villages. It may also just be people from the dungeon. Who knows what the situation's been like up there?
Mm.
Hard
The other
to
option.
say.
Is this guy really so petty as to doom this entire village to die?
It's
the same
I
king
don't
that
think-
every year has sent 100 people into these lands to grow
Die.
his kingdom. In reality, he's sending them off to die. So yes, he is.
First success story, though. The first success story that I know of.
Indeed. But you
I-
executed...
uh,
But they executed the man he wanted dead without him there when they knew the
Yeah.
full story. It'd be fine if they could play ignorant, but they can't because they're literally the king's brother and the king's nephew.
Okay, wait, hang on. We are so far away from the capital. How the hell did the king find out who talked?
Well, it was
They have-
publicly. It was.
They have
kind of like the
messengers
sanction.
going back and forth right now.
Yeah.
And because
That
of it
and-
is one person on horseback, it only takes a couple of days to reach him.
That, and by the sounds of what Julius was saying, it is a sanctioned coup by the king because the king wanted him dead, but the king wanted to watch him die.
Yeah.
He just can't publicly sanction the coup.
Correct.
And due to it being an execution without the king present or without the king's public backing, the other nobles are pressuring him into doing something about it.
Indeed.
Well, I think.
Okay,
I'm kind
that
of
makes
Because they don't want they're worried they're next on the chopping block.
So I'm kind of leaning towards he might just exile us because that is the easiest way for him to wash his hands, and then he doesn't
Well,
actually
the-
have to take direct action.
It would be Julius and the Count, and that would put us under new management that we know nothing of. That would be exiled. What were the three options? 100 extra mouths, exile, and straight up treason.
Yeah, so it would be exiled for treason. The second option was just bringing in new management and basically demoting them from nobles, taking away their noble status.
Okay.
I'm thinking
that would be my choice. Less death, the better. I think.
It's gonna be either the first one or the second one.
Hey, think it might be the third one, because look, we've just we've already made it clear that we're willing to, we are willing to stand by and watch someone's head get cut off. So at that point, we're guilty by association. It might be easiest for him just to say, you know what, that entire village is no longer. This literally.
It's not good. It's not going to affect the entire village. The punishment is coming down on Julius and Hamel.
Okay, am I misinterpreting what you said when you said exile? Because I was assuming it was for the entire.
The exile will be for Julius and Hamel. The demotion with new management would be for Julius and Hamel. They'd either get demoted, exiled, or they now have 100 extra mouths to feed.
Yeah, so the only one that would actually affect you guys personally would be the 100 other mouths to feed. The other two only affect the nobles, and you guys would be under new management, so then you'd have to deal with those nobles, which could also be a consequence.
It affects us no matter what, because the new nobles could be awful. If they go with treason, we'll be under a tighter grip from the capital, and they could treat us more like shit.
Yeah, new nobles. Something tells me that he doesn't send his, most well-liked nobles on these journeys.
Like the king could care less what happens to us.
I mean, he did send his nephew and his brother.
Yeah. I think...
Maybe that's just family drama.
Or, no, I'm sorry.
And
it's his two brothers, because of Knight Julius and Count Cornwall are brothers. So,
yeah.
And then they're brothers to the king. So they're all brothers. 3 brothers.
I do not know what he will do. However, I think we should double or maybe even triple up on the farms, both for crop and animals. Well, we can't double the animals, but double the crop farms, just to possibly deal with 100 extra mouths as a precaution.
Alrighty.
Long-term solution, though, we're going to need more short-term food, though.
Yeah.
So we're going to need more hunters, more smokehouses.
We'd have 100 extra mouths, 100 extra people. We'd have to send out. We could double, maybe even triple our hunters to go get extra food.
So we're gonna take away 1,000. So we're gonna do another 1,000 gold for the farm plots, right? That's 4 farm plots.
Yeah, 4 extra farm plots, yeah. Because we already have 4 for animals, we have 4 for plants, and we need, if we set up another 4, then that would help us in the long term.
Okay, that brings us to 86,000 gold in materials.
Then Glob's right, we'll probably need some sort of place to preserve and store food, smokehouse, silo, something along those lines at some point. And then if the 100 extra mouths get here, because even if they don't get here, having the 4 extra farm plots is still going to be useful in the long run anyway. There's nothing we can do but sit and wait and prepare the best we can. Julius, do you have any idea how many more days it will be until the punishment is delivered?
Well, if it's going to be 100 extra men, then it'll take about 3 weeks for them to get here. If it's...
Will we receive word ahead of time?
No.
No, okay.
If it's going to be exiled, they'll be here in 3 days. Or if it's the other option, here in 3 days.
So we find out in
plan,
3 days
Julius?
if it's...
Are you
so
leaving?
basically, we'll find out in the 3 days. If it's not exile or treason... if it's not exile or demotion, then there'll be... If no one turns up in 3 days, then we know we're getting 100 extra mouths.
Are you planning to stay, Julius, knowing that this could be your fate, staying, or are you...
No, of course, I will always stand my ground and do what I think is right.
Okay. Well, guess we have no choice but to wait and see.
We know the area is secure, so we'll double the amount of hunters we send out over the next 3 days, just in case we don't receive word. So then we'll have a backlog of food for when the people get here, and we'll see about taking materials to possibly go trade with somewhere else to get a larger supply of food as well.
On the bright
But
side,
we'll hold
in
off
about 2.5
until we get
weeks, you'll
word.
have your first harvest.
Yeah, but it's double the amount of people to feed, so that's why we'll hold off on trying to go get food from elsewhere, as well as the first harvest.
We may need to look into a way of extending our own growing season artificially. Because it's going to be winter here eventually, and once it starts getting colder, you can't grow anything.
Well, we also don't know what the seasonal changes down here would bring. We're sandwiched between a desert and a southern tundra.
Are there fish in the river?
We have no idea.
Yeah,
we have been fishing.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can never have too many fishermen with a big river like this. I mean, we could even send some people in canoe, like if we get new people, send them down to fish. I mean, I guess we
work on our immediate stockpile of food for the next day's fishing and hunting, while we wait for word. Upon receiving word, if we hear nothing in 3 days' time, we know we're getting 100 extra mouths. If we hear something, we know Julius and Count Cornwall are metaphorically on the chopping block.
Because I just know, like, crop-wise, there's lots of crops that only grow next to a river or like in swampy areas. So I would think we would have access to crops that the rest of the kingdom wouldn't have. But we might just not have those things.
Whoa!
What happened?
DM put 40 farms down and just threw up a new map all of a sudden.
Yeah, it should be fixed now.
We asked for them. Yeah, I see it.
It
was just two slightly off set from each other.
I still
think
we should look into the idea of making something that could extend our growth. So, DM, would we have our greenhouses a thing?
They would have been back in Hammer's time, but now it's probably lost technology.
What about, like, the concept of greenhouse? Because it's not.
I mean, you're a farmer.
Difficult.
I would say you would understand the concept of it.
You'd understand what a plant needs. It's just you'd understand everything that you would have to do. Is just conceptualize the building that would be required.
Yeah, what kind of check would that be? Never had to try and reinvent the greenhouse.
Intelligence with advantage.
Well, ooh, good rolls.
Those are some good rolls.
Especially for a 0.
Yeah, it just kind of comes to you and clicks that if you use glass and make it a building and make a greenhouse, it's possible. You can do it.
Hey, so, guys, I have a really weird idea. Now, you're just gonna have to follow me along with this train of logic here. So, plants need heat and light and good soil, unfrozen soil to grow. We have the good soil.
Yeah.
heat may end up being a problem when it's the cold season. Again, I know we don't know how cold it will get down here, but it will
Yeah.
at least get colder.
Yes.
So if we were to build a structure that keeps heat in, we wouldn't even need to use any weird magic shit that we don't have. It could just be all natural heat. We need something that will let the light in. So it needs to be a lot of glass. And glass is okay keeping heat in. You know how when you build a house, people always say, "Oh, make sure your windows are good, so that way it keeps the heat in during the winter." What if we just take that idea and scale it up? Most of that building is glass.
Build a glass house.
Yes. Please don't throw any stones at it.
A glass house with holes so that CO2 and oxygen.
Honestly, no. I don't think
No. If you put holes in, then you end up with the problem of it no longer keeping heat.
Yeah, no. You want it to be kind of enclosed.
I guess a door would probably be enough.
Believe it or not, you might actually want 2 doors. Think about you're going into a house, you have a
Like
door,
a double door?
kind of like a secondary, a little double door with a room, so that way you can open and close the first door, and you let the cold air in, but it just kind of stays in that one room when you open the second door to go into the main building.
Oh, kind of like we saw on that weird oak thing with the sail that was trapped in the tree.
Yeah, kind of like that. But and we could kind of make this building if we have the glass, we could in theory cover one of the entire farm plots, but we might want to have this inside the walls. And we may not be able to get at least for right now, we won't be able to get a full farm setup, but if we could have effectively, 1 or 2 fields inside a building or 2, and it can supplement our food during the winter. It
would definitely help, especially considering it would it would save the plants from their biggest killer. It's normally the cold that kills plants first, isn't it?
Yeah, because all right, we'll enjoy some nice fresh crops for a little bit, but then there's going to come a point in time where any excess we're going to have to pickle it or something. And I know we all enjoy a good no one's going to complain about eating pickles in the winter when it's all that's there. But I think we'd like a nice, fresh, vegetable in the winter. It would really help with town morale.
Yeah. And you could use them in the summer and the spring to grow fruits or vegetables that are in more tropical climates, because its effect would be amplified in the summer.
That's true. Honestly, I think the best thing to grow in those growth homes would be, in essence, plants that always are producing something, or are very easy to replant, like potatoes. You plant 1 potato, you get 8 potatoes in return.
From what I understand, though, potatoes are hardy plants. You are capable of still somewhat growing them in the winter as well, even outside of one of these grow homes.
True, but don't know how cold it's going to get here. We could start with potatoes, and then, start with potatoes because we don't know. Once we find out next year, we can plant something else.
We'd probably want to, yeah, you are correct, but once we know what they do, we'd probably want to, how effective these are, we'd probably want to grow whatever goes the furthest. Like if 100%. One potato plant might feed a family, whereas 1 wheat plant might feed 2 families, because you could make it into 2 loaves of bread. I don't know. An example, we'd want to plant whatever goes the furthest, whatever covers the most amount of people, whatever feeds the most amount of food per square foot in these grow homes.
Oh, I agree. For right now, this is purely survival, and then maybe next year we can think about a little bit of luxury.
If we've got more steady supply of food, and once we've had a few harvests in or something, we could then use it, and especially in the summer, we could then use it to grow fruits or vegetables that you would more find along beaches in tropical areas, maybe even something that grows only in the desert.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I like this idea. How much glass do we have?
Probably not much, if any.
How much sand do we have? We have an infinite amount of sand. We are right by a desert.
Indeed.
I think maybe that's what
Sand is not a problem.
Okay, next question. Do we have anyone in town who is capable of making glass?
Ooh.
We don't have any more craftsmen. A
I
blacksmith.
feel like glass is getting it. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. I would also say we have arguably we have an alchemist. Alchemists, you could argue, know how to make things out of glass due to having to make potion bottles and beakers and shit like that. You could maybe argue them.
Yep, I would agree with that as well.
Did they finish those boats or the canoes they were working on?
Yeah, over the couple of days you guys were gone, they would have finished a canoe or two.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
so then, especially once we get word in 3 days' time, once we find out if what is happening, depending on the result of what is happening, we could then head up towards Clome, is the city nearest the river, and then we could take a after the 3 days is gone, we could take a notice and head it up, take the boats and then head up towards Clome, and with the notice set up and give it to their noble there and try and establish river trade.
Yeah. Okay.
And then hopefully that would take us less than 3 weeks. And then once we get back, if we know we're receiving the 100 extra people, then we've got the trade. And then also without the trade, it's so long as it takes us less than 3 weeks to get back, we'll be back here before the extra people get here, if it's the extra people. If it's the other two, if it's we're getting new nobles, be it Julius and Count Cornwall, or being exiled or just demoted, then we will likely have to wait until the new nobles get here before we go and do that, because we'll need a official notice from whoever is our count to set up trade with another noble.
Indeed.
Because otherwise we'll just be brushed off.
So, I think this is the perfect spot to call it for the week. And next week we can jump right into a 3-day waiting period on whatever you guys want to do for those 3 days. And then figure out what's going to happen to the nobles of this city. On that note, this is my team. I'm Sir Random. Signing off.
Signing off.